All right. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to our February call, the first call in February. Oh, my goodness. First off, I am so happy that some of you are hopping on. If you are catching the replay, awesome job. You guys are the ones that are here. You guys are the ones that are listening to the replays. You guys are the ones that have skin in the game and really truly want to build a successful business. And those are the people like I am here and I am running with you guys. And we are going to have such an incredible 2023 if we really link arms and do this together. So I am so excited for everything that is to come. I'm so excited for the January leaderboard. There's so many names on here. There's so many new names on here, beautiful faces on here, and it just couldn't be any more exciting. So if you see a number next to somebody's name, it means that they are helping people get started on their health and fitness goal. Beachbody sets a benchmark for us to hit Success Club 5 every single month. So if you see a 5 next to somebody's name, go text them, go send them a message on Messenger, let them give them a virtual high five and shout them out and tell them, hey, I saw your name on the board. Like, awesome job. What is your goal for February? Like, what are you doing to like have success? Like, what are you working on? Like, really start to like reach out to the team members, you guys, and lean on each other. We are such an awesome little family, right? So let's build these connections. If you see people's names on the board that maybe didn't hit the goal, you can message them and be like, you know what? Like, I saw your name on the leaderboard. That's like super awesome to like, I'm so proud of you. What is your plan for February? Let's run together. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's do this together. So shout out to everybody that helped people get started in January. Shout out if you helped people get started with Energize or with collagen or with the greens, anything. You are helping people, and that is what matters. That's what these numbers represent. So shout out to Jenna with 5, Heather 5, Kaylee 5, Brianna 6, Olivia. Oh my goodness, this is wrong. I'm changing it right here. Boom, baby. We need to make sure. Woo, yes, right? 10. Myself 19. Awesome job, everybody. And over here with the team builders, I am starting to see people signing coaches, and I just want to dance in my seat. It's so freaking exciting to see everybody signing up coaches and truly building a business and planting these seeds, right? These workouts are incredible, but this community and this business is what it keeps me here. It keeps me here, and it's changing my family's life. So it's amazing. So shout out to those that signed coaches, that signed preferred customers. Super, super proud of you guys. February, we are all at 0. I'm at 0. You're at 0. Everybody is in Beachbody land is at Success Club 0. We all have the same opportunity to change people's lives right out of the gate. Today is February 2nd, you guys. Look at the calendar. There is 28 days in February. That's a lot less than normal. We need to go hard right out of the gate for February. So we are going to go over our February plan. Let me move stuff around here. All right. I made some changes to our calendar. You might notice the changes. I love that Melanie Mitro teaches her team. She says this to them all the time. I couldn't have given it a fingernail more. She says that to her team all the time. Today, did you give your business everything that you got? Could you have given it a fingernail more? At the end of January, did you there's two different camps at the end of January. There's the one camp where they blew it out of the water. They were laser beamed focused. They had a plan. They had a goal. They had a vision. They knew what they were going for, and they didn't hold back, right? Their head didn't hit the pillow at night until they got done what they needed to do so they could feel good and about going to bed at night, right? They couldn't have given it a fingernail more. And then there's another camp of people that got distracted. They had good intentions. They really want to build a business. They got distracted. Things happened in life and they just fell short of their goal. And that's really when these people start saying, this is when coaches start saying, like, maybe like I'm just not cut out for this, or this business is, it's just not for me. I'm just not good at this. And that's just not true at all, you guys. It is not true. We have to have a clear plan and really make some changes on what we're doing every single day, or history is going to repeat itself, right? We need to make changes. If you are reflecting and you're looking at January and you're like, I fell short. Okay, that's okay. Let's reflect. Melanie was talking about a book. It's called Boundary Boss by Terry Cole, Cole. And it was talking about that we really need to get into the basement of our lives. We really need to get into the basement, get deep to the bottom, and find out why we're not reaching the goals that we want to reach. Okay. So this is the team's marketing plan for February. I put it together. I want you guys to get out your calendar for February. Everybody should have a calendar for February. And I want you guys to write all of this stuff down in your calendar. There's something about printing this calendar off. And then there's something about grabbing a pen and paper with your calendar and sitting down and writing everything in. There's something about putting pen to paper where our mind really starts to be like, oh yes, that's what I'm doing this week. Oh yes, that's what's coming up this week. Oh yes, this is what I'm focusing on. This is what I'm doing, right? So instead of just printing off this calendar, I want you guys to get your blank calendar and start filling everything in, okay? And like I said, this is mine. So if this doesn't suit your needs, if this isn't what you're inviting to, that is absolutely fine. It's your business. You need to know what is going to work for you. So the first two things at the very top of this calendar, I am putting them here because I want them to stare at you guys in the face every single day because it's amazing. Earn your trip to Punta Cana in 2024. It's a non-negotiable. Like, your butt is going to be there with your spouse, with your mom, with your significant other, with your best friend, with your children, whoever it's going to be. You're going to be there and you're going to make it happen. And this month, you're going to focus on that, right? I am getting my family and my spouse, whatever, to Punta Cana. The next one is New Leaders Conference. It is February of 2024. I have the FAQ up there. If you don't know what the New Leaders Conference is, it's freaking incredible. You go to, I think they're in Las Vegas. This is coming up soon in February. They're going to be going to Las Vegas for the New Leaders Conference. You get the best of the best training. It is absolutely incredible trip. You want to get there. So if you're like, how do I get to New Leaders Conference? This is the FAQ. Go do your homework. Go figure out how you're going to make it there. What do you need to get there? You need to be a 1-star diamond. So what do you need to accomplish this year in order to get there? And when are you going to accomplish it by, right? Setting those dates. These things are amazing. So I put them up there because I know every single person that is watching this live or watching the replay, they can earn this trip. And I can see all of you. I'm not going to cry. God, I'm such a baby. I can see all of my babes, all of you women, all of your faces sitting, taking up a whole entire row, at least 5 of you together at that conference. Can I get a hell yeah? Woo, woo. Yes, yes. Okay. One-on-ones I have every Monday with me from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, first come, first serve basis. I'm here for you. I'm not going to pull a dead horse to water and make it drink. If you want help, if you want mentoring, if you want support, message me, right? And I will see which Monday we can get on and talk. All right. You guys know we have the amazing daily power hours from the Slay Squad. I hope you guys are making those a priority. I hope you're penciling them in every single day. Okay, I don't have to work this day. I can fit it in this time. Ooh, Saturday at 9 a.m. I can do that one too. When can I do this? Oh, I can fit this one on at 9 p.m. because I worked during the day. When can you fit those in, guys? They are super, super important. So amazing, right? And if they're not amazing, just mute them or hop off, right? Who cares? But you can get on there and show every day you can show you working your business with hundreds of other women on social media. That's one way to be talking about the business every day, is showing that you're getting on these calls with hundreds of other women, and what you're learning and what they're teaching us is incredible. National Wake Up Call every single Monday. Guys, amazing training. We have so much training. We don't want to overtrain ourselves though. We want to make sure we are being doers, right? Tuesday, again, Slay Squads every Tuesday, 8 p.m. We have our team calls. You guys know my vision for these team calls is to go over all the team information, what is happening inside the team, get some motivation, get some encouragement, share what we learned in the week, share what we're celebrating, and go into the next week lit, on fire. Guys, it's Thursday. Today's day one of the brand new week, right? So getting on these team calls on Thursday sets us up for success for the rest of the week. Total challenge packs, total solution packs, $20 off if you choose. And then the product of the month is collagen. Go buy it. Go talk about it in your stories. It's amazing. I use it every single day. I think a lot of the 30 to 40-year-olds can really relate to collagen, right? I already had somebody that said, she's already a customer, but she's like, hey, I purchased your collagen because of the link on your stories. And I'm like, yes, sweet. Yeah, because I'm able to talk about it, because I can see things happening and my nails and like my face, and like I can, love me some collagen. All right, let's get to the meat of it, is our calendar. The first week in February, I am focusing on inviting to the business, because we have a new coach mentorship that is starting on the 6th, and it's going to be in a message chat. And I am going to be working on it all weekend to make sure that it is lit. It is going to be about 2 weeks, about 14 days, really getting them to start doing the basics of what we do as coaches and really helping them get their first 3 people signed up. Okay, that's what we're going to be teaching them. The second week, I am going to be inviting to the boot camps. 4-week gut health is what I'll be inviting to all week. We also have a free group going on the second week in the Grace and Growth Collective Facebook page. It's all about loving yourself. I think this world needs to love themselves more. I think every woman, every mom, every sister, every person needs this. Super, super easy to be reaching out to at least, you could invite at least 10 people a day to our free group that is starting on Monday, the 6th. And when they get into Grace and Growth Collective, not only do they get the free group, they get the invites to our monthly groups. They get our invites to the free groups. They get the spirit weeks. They get our daily inspiration and motivation and what we're sharing every single day in there. They get the community, they get so much value, right? If you can get them in that group, I guarantee you, if you keep following up with them, they will be a paid customer and they will be in our bot groups. Okay. So the free groups, really, guys, and like offer this free value. That's what we're here for, right? Like, this is a great, if you ever look into your messenger, my neck is crooked. Ugh. If you ever look into your messenger chat and you're like, oh my gosh, all I did was like invite. It's all crickets and it's just me like inviting them constantly with no response. Maybe we should offer some free value. Maybe we should get them into our love yourself, group and let them know it's free. So be inviting to that, you guys. Make a minimum invite. Every single day, I'm going to invite 5 to 10 people to my free group this week, Set that minimum. Yes, I'm going to be inviting to like my other groups. I'm going to be inviting to coaching, but I'm also going to be inviting to the free groups, right? And that breaks up that like constant invite. And you're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm stalking this person. Offer the free groups. On the 9th is the sample workout is available for Lacey Green's brand new body block that is coming in March. Down here at the very bottom, I have sample workout for Lacey Green's body block, FAQ 2138. Invite people to do the sample. Okay. You can invite them in emails. Like if you want to do like a monthly email, you can invite all of your current customers to it. If you've been inviting people to our boot camps all the time and they're saying, no, not right now, it's not a good time, invite them to do the sample workout, right? The 10th, Lock-In Success Club 5 by the 10th. So in order to do that, we need to be laser focused the first 2 weeks. The week of the 12th, continue to invite to a boot camp or the gut protocol. We're going to have a spirit week in the Grace and Growth Collective Facebook page. It is like a love yourself spirit week, Valentine's Day. So I figured putting it in there in Valentine's week would be amazing. This on the 18th, I really, really want to do this. And I think we should take like a vote on it. I want a team workout of us doing Lacey Green's new sample workout together on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would really love that for the whole entire team. So I'm going to create an event for it. I'm going to see who is interested and we're going to go from there. I'm going to show up by myself and do it if nobody else joins me. All right, guys, the week of the 19th, continuing to invite to the boot camps. The gut health prep week starts. So maybe if like, okay, you haven't hit Success Club yet, I would be like cutoff date to join the 4-week gut health prep week would be either Tuesday or Wednesday would be the cutoff to get into the gut health. And then after that, you can start inviting them to our March bod group. Okay. Lock-In Success Club 10 by the 24th. Last week, we're going to be focusing on inviting to the business again. And then March the 6th, we have another new coach mentorship. Okay, questions? Does it look like a good plan? Yes, awesome. Yay, okay. All right, real quick, I just wanted to share with you guys, this is the new business activity tracker for new coaches, all right? This is like going through a little test phase right now with corporate. They're testing all of it out. And I think it's amazing because if you look at the new business activity tracker for us in the back office, it's a little overwhelming for a brand new coach. They're like, whoa, I can't do this, right? Starting to freak out. But this keeps it super, super simple, focusing on their workouts and their Shakeologies, their meal plans, focusing on their mindset, focusing on connecting and invite and following up. Just helping, walking them through like, who am I trying to connect with? Who's my niche? What value do I offer? What separates me from everybody else? What is something new I'm going to try this week? And then it has a really awesome tracker down here at the bottom for them to track how many coaches they signed up, how many preferred customers they signed up, how many regular customers, how many Success Club points, checking in with my team, cheering someone on today. I held someone accountable. I just think it's such an incredible tracker, especially for brand new coaches, but also for coaches that are not in the habit of using their business activity tracker. We will be using this tracker in the new coach mentorship. So I think it's really, really amazing. So if you haven't looked at it yet, or you haven't used it yet, maybe you want to print it out. Super, super excited about that. All right, stop screen share. I am going to pick on Courtney because she hopped on late. No. Hi. Unmute yourself. Tell me one thing that you are celebrating about January. Like what happened in January with your business, with your personal growth, with life? Like what are you freaking proud of?
Well, I don't normally get on these Zooms on my phone, so I'm struggling to find the unmute button. But I am really excited because I got 2 of my customers signed up with Total Solution Packs, which got me to SC4. So that was awesome. And I also have been talking to one of my customers about coaching. So I need to follow up with her about the new coach mentorship. And one other thing that I was really, really excited about in January was I got crystal clear on a really exciting part of my vision. And like for those of you who know me, you know I'm really into hormone health. I've been on a hormone healing journey to learn how to heal my acne. And I have been Elise actually sent another Beachbody coach to me on Instagram and following her, and she has been like leading by example, showing me how I can tie my interest and my niche for hormone health to my Beachbody business. And it's just it's made me realize more of what I want to do with this business and how I can use it to help other women learn more about hormone health and, you know, how I can tie the two together. So that was really, really like lit a fire in me in January.
That is amazing. So question for you. Who's this girl that you're now following?
Her name is Olivia.
Olivia, what's the last, do you know the last name?
I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I don't remember.
I'm really interested just to go stalk her Facebook or her Instagram page now. And how is she, if you can put it into words, how is she tying it in with her business?
So she actually created a master class, and it's basically like hormone basics, helping someone learn how to track their cycle. I don't know exactly what all she included in it, but she shares reels every day about hormone health and like really connects with people about that common interest.
Yeah,
So she's
you know what really, really intrigues me is because I don't really have an issue with like hormone health, but I would still follow you and still follow your reels because I'm very interested in it. You know, like I don't really struggle with, but like I'm thinking like, oh, like this totally makes sense. I have my period and I am exhausted and I shouldn't be going all out with my workouts. Like Courtney taught me that, and like it's so true. So even though it's like I don't like really struggle with that, like even women that don't really struggle with that are still very intrigued about learning about their bodies and their cycles and their hormones and their health, right? So I think I love it.
yeah. Thank you.
So excited for you. All right, Samantha, share. How was January?
January was good. So the first half, I did everything except for invite. And so then the second half, I was like, okay, like I literally wrote myself a note and said, this is enough. Like, stop. We got to do, if I want what I want, then I have to do the work that I need to put in, which is inviting. I have great conversations. I'm doing great posts. I have a lot of things happening behind the scenes. I'm getting back into my Facebook group, but I wasn't inviting. And I'm telling you, I only hit I hit SC2. I got my first 4-week gut protocol. Lady signed up and she's on fire. She's excited. And so that makes me even more excited. But on the 31st, I was so upset at myself for not hitting like the goal I set. So I wanted SC6 or 5. And that night I had my cousin and her sister both are looking at it. And then today I'm having people just reach out. So I know I'm doing the right things in the last. I mean, these are people I haven't even talked to about it at all. I have had no conversations with them. And all of a sudden they're reaching out to me because my posts are fire. Because I'm at the beginning or the last 2 weeks, I have got on the the live power hour on Sundays. And I've planned out my week and I've planned out, okay, which I've always had like kind of in my head, but my posts have never went with what I'm inviting to. And so now I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So this week I'm trying to, which is a little harder for me, but I'm trying to post coach postings because that's what I want to be inviting to. And so I think just getting clear on like a certain vision, what I need, like a certain tasks I need to do each week. Planning the week ahead has been like just a game changer for me. Today was hard.
Yeah. Is there a 9, 1 and 9 on a Sunday? I don't even know.
So there's a morning and a noon one or whatever. So 9 and 1. Yeah.
Do you want Sundays?
Yeah, I don't know if there's 3, but for sure I've got on both of those. So there's 2. Yeah, the morning and the morning one and the noon one or middle of the day. And so I got on, I think I ended up getting on both of those last week because the first one I got on was a little different than the one I was wanting on. I was wanting the noon call because the week before I did the noon call. And I just wish I wish they recorded these and they put them somewhere because they would be so much value and so great for someone. That's why I've been trying to, if they share the slides, I've been trying to get those for you guys because they basically go through, sorry, Siri always thinks I'm talking to her. They always go through their slides and they, verbatim, they just kind of explain more of it. So I've been trying to send those to you guys because it really did help me. But I think so I've been planning, I've got clear on my vision and my activities that I need. I know what my vision is, but I'm not doing the activities that's lining up with what I'm wanting. So I invited to my first coach mentorship this week, or, I did the post. And so I'm just stepping out of my comfort zone, just going for it. Like I said, I think the biggest thing for me was to get my first client in like a year. And so, or over a year. So that was huge for me. And I'm just fired up and ready for February. And I think I'm just going to keep, I'm getting on probably 3 or 4 live power hours a week. When the kids were out of school, I was getting on the 8 o'clock ones because it worked better for me. And those are kind of a lot more. The 8 o'clock ones seem to be, I don't know, different than the noon ones. They're all different. So if I get on the noon ones all the time, then it's good to get on the 8 o'clock when I can. So I've been trying to do that.
Love it. Samantha, I'm just getting out of my comfort zone and going for it. It's that easy, right? Like the training wheels off and we're just flying, right? We're just going for it.
Well, I was like literally crying and upset at myself on the 31st because this is the first time like I've really I know I didn't go all in like as far as inviting the first 2 weeks. So by the 31st, I was like, I don't ever want to feel like this again. But I've given all I can the last 2 weeks. And I do believe I gave all I could the first 2 weeks. I just wasn't inviting and I was doing everything but that. So I was just bawling my eyes out and I was like, oh, I wasn't feeling like a failure. I was just upset at myself because I didn't hit,
Yeah.
because I thought did so good. I should be,
And you know what?
I should be
That's
more.
okay. Like it's
Yeah.
okay to feel those feelings, right? It's okay because you're passionate, you're busting your butt, you have dreams, you have goals, you have visions. It's okay. Feel those feelings. And then what you did, you picked yourself right back up and you're like, all right, moving on, right? Like can't look
Yeah.
back. We're only looking forward. So I love
Yeah, I literally gave myself a pep talk, and then every talk I mean, literally, I was like, okay, and this has worked really good for me because of the mindset situation. I've been working on my mindset a lot, and I have to talk to myself, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. We're just beginning. We're starting over. We're gonna, as long as we're setting goals, if we don't hit them, we're setting them and we're working towards them. I literally feel like I did like my absolute best for January, especially the last 2 weeks. And that last week, I didn't give up. The last 2 days, I was, still all in. And I have at least probably like 30 or 40 people. They're on my follow-up list, and I've never had a follow-up list that big. And so I'm doing the things, and I have like probably at least 10 people that are saying February or March, like, so I have people still then I need, and I had another lady reach out on my post today. Today's been awful. So I haven't sat down to work at all. It's been interesting, but she reached out on my post, and then she sent me a message, and I haven't got to respond back, but it's the same thing. Tell me about your gut health. What's going on? But the other thing is I'm plugging in to my own journey, and I started the gut health program because Amy's like, I'm getting great results, and I think that you should, I was like, well, I'm kind of thinking about it. And then I decided, okay, I'm doing it. And then you told me to like, okay, if you're going to do it, like share it. And I've been doing that. And that's exactly what's drawing them in, because they're seeing she's lost, 8 or 10 pounds. She's feeling amazing. I'm looking good. And I think obviously I'm being more confident because I feel better about myself. So I'm feeling more confident. Plus my mindset work has helped that a lot. But anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, every new, like every week, every month is a new opportunity to test out a program. We don't have to be in a test group to test out a program, right? Just like deciding what you're going to do and start sharing it, taking your befores, starting to share why you're doing it, why you're excited about it. Day 1, here we go. Day 2, this is how I felt. Day 3, I love it. Like it's showing people that you're consistent. It's showing people that you're doing something. And yeah, I love it. What would you say to those that are having trouble inviting?
Okay, so number 1, it's not about you. It's about them. So that, I mean, honestly, because I had to come to that realization that I was so scared to reach out to Sally, but Sally's over here really needing it, but she's too scared to commit. And this is how I got my client for January. Is I've been talking to her, and she's like, yeah, I mean, for like 3 months we've been talking, we're going to do it. And then I just reached out back out and I was like, hey, what are your thoughts? And she's like, well, I'll let you know when I figure it out. And so I said, well, what's there to figure out? Are you trying, because I didn't know if she meant she had other plans of going somewhere else for her health and fitness needs or whatever. And so I said that, or are you trying to decide if you can do the gut health program? And she's done the 21-day reset before. It was a year ago. She like completely aced it. I can't remember her results, but she aced it. And she was like, well, really the problem is that I'm just in my head. I know I'm in my head. She even told me, she's like, I know I'm in my head. I just don't know if I can do it. And all I had to do was like, be honest with her. Okay, you did the 21-day reset. That is the hardest program. I've done that like twice, and that's the hardest like nutrition program we have that, for me, it was. I mean, it's if you follow it, but it's a lot of cooking, a lot of recipes, a lot of specific stuff. I can't just really eat what you want on that because you're trying to follow the program how it's written. And she followed it like exactly every recipe how it's written. So if you can do that, you can do the 4-week gut protocol. So I think it's just number 1, knowing it's not about you. You're not inviting because, obviously we want to hit, we want to make an income, we want to hit goals, but our number 1 thing, and we heard it on the call. Well, I've heard it on several calls. I had it written down, but you want to serve you're loving them, you're serving them, you're adding value. So the main thing is that we're people helpers. It's not about, us. So if you're really out here to help people, then you're going to have to they're not just going to come to you. They're scared. They don't know if they can do it. You have to breathe that belief into them. And I've literally been doing that this last couple of weeks. So one, I think just do it. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So that was my thing. As long as I get the ball rolling, then I'm good. But if I ever stop, then it's so hard to get the ball rolling on inviting again. So I haven't invited for a couple of days. I'm like, okay, we got to get the ball rolling again. So
that just reminds me, Kaylee has a rule when it comes to working out. She's not allowed to go more than 3 days without working out. Like as soon as that happens, like she's like the 4th day, like I have to, like it's not even an option. And like I think that's like really good when it comes to like our inviting too, right? Like if you catch yourself like not doing it 3 days in a row, like that's it, game over. Like you have to go do it now, and making yourself do that. So I love it. What else did I want to ask you? Do you have shiny things in your hair?
I do. You like them?
I love them. I love it.
I do. I have tinsel in my hair.
It's Samantha's hair. I love it.
I do.
You go, girl.
And then Madison wants me to show you this. So I bought a diamond pen at the dollar store earlier to help me push to diamond.
I love it.
I was like, okay, we're gonna get this because she's like, yeah, get it, mom. So, but yeah, I got a deal on Amazon for like $7, and I have literally there's like 20 colors. There's enough to do the whole world's hair because it's just like tinsel you put on your tree, and it has a little bead you thread it through, and then you put it in there. So
I love it. I think I'm gonna get some like that. Like life's meant to be a party, right? Like we're supposed to have fun. People are like attracted to that fun and that energy, and like I think it should be like your new signature trademark.
I think so. There's all sorts of colors, so yeah, I'm gonna. And the more I do it, the better I'll get at placing them too. So
I love it. I love it. All right, you mentioned it, so I'm just gonna ask you, when is your diamond goal?
Okay. So I put it for the end of February. I have nobody yet, but that's what I did. So I think just every month I'm gonna put it for the end of the month. But I know that April 6th is the cutoff for Summit, and I definitely want to be diamond by then. And so I am pushing harder. Right now I feel like I'm pushing harder my business than I ever have. And pushing in every area. That means I went live in my page yesterday, and my group page has been dead forever. And even since April of last year when I started getting back into coaching, my group page was still dead. And so the last month or so or a couple of months, I've been trying to like revive it a little bit. And then finally today or yesterday, I was like, okay, why am I not treating this like Amy treats our groups? Pin the post, put what's the weekly happening. So I did that. I went live in there and told them, hey, the post is pinned. I have no one in there except for one person who's actually doing BOD right now. But I have 2 other ones who have BOD. But so I'm just treating it as I have, 50 people doing it. And I think just pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and it's a little bit at a time. But the one thing that like Eddie Pinero said today, I'm listening to him a lot too. And because he's right on point, because I'm down on myself, and Keisha was too. I was down on myself, upset because I didn't hit the goal. And what do you do when that happens? You look at like what your goals were, what your actions were. Did they line up with it? Whatever your actions are on this side. Your goals are your actions that you need to do lining up with it. And if they're not, you need to adjust. Mine weren't. So I adjusted midway, but I adjusted too late. So I think mine is just to keep going. And the other thing he said is like, or someone said, I've been listening to someone said, if you didn't hit your goal for this month, oh no, it was Eddie Pinero. He's saying the problem we're doing is we're giving ourselves an off ramp. So I'm doing my business for this month. Heck, I've been doing my business going strong for a couple of months. I haven't got SC anything. I haven't signed anyone up. Exit. I'm not good enough. I'm not doing this. right. I'm doing something wrong. This isn't cut out for me. So we have to like cut off, like block off those exits, and we're in it for the long haul. Otherwise, you're always going to find a plan B. You're going to find that exit ramp and you're going to take it. Then you're going to have to get back on and start all over again. And that's what I've done in my business for so many years. And I'm not doing that anymore. And I'm like, I'm treating this business like a business. And I think that's where you have to be. Like, I'm on the business path and I can't get off to any other path. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing, I know what my goals are, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. But I know that I just have to keep going. And you can't backtrack, can't put a reverse, and you can't take an exit. So I thought that was a great.
You just freaking unloaded so much right there. No out. I've never given myself an out in this business. I don't know how I'm going to be successful. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm not giving up. I am persistent, man. Like I will not give up. I will not quit. There is no exit ramp. If there's an exit ramp, then what? No, I got nothing. Like there is no exit. There is no option. And you said
all you have to do is adjust. You have to look and see what you need to do, and you need to, evaluate. He was talking about evaluating like monthly. If you're doing a business like ours, you evaluate. And I have, it's the old one from Melanie Mitro, but I have their Make Chic Happen planner. And I've been using it to kind of just the last 2 weeks. I've never used it. I bought it like 3 years ago and never even touched it. But I've been using it to track like my social media. It's their old one.
Oh, Chic. Okay.
She keeps thinking I'm talking to her. It's the old one, and it has the whole like month. I planned out, see my calendar, planned out the month, and then each week you can plan out like your posts, and kind of this is your big like message or big ideas for, just started, which has been great for me because I just sit like, okay, I'm doing coaching this week. What about coaching? And I just start writing just things about coaching. Coaching helps me be accountable, all of the things. And then I can look back and go, okay, so when it's time to like make my post, like kind of that's the other thing is if you don't have a lot of time, you have to plan. I've had more time since the kids are in school. I have more time than like I do summertime. So I'm really trying to push right now since I have that time. But when summer comes, we're in the pool all the time. I'm going to have like that hour in the morning, hour in the evening type. And Courtney, you're talking about planning your time out. I don't know if it was on one of your stories, but you're talking about, managing your time. That coaching's helped you manage your time. Me too. But not as much. I can get up here and I can kind of get in my head. A lot of it I get in my head. And so I've been getting like a routine down. This is what I do when I get up here. I listen to personal development. I get dressed for do my hair really quick, my makeup. And then I sit down and I start, whatever I do, if I do my post or whatever, but I do need to start doing my inviting first. So that's one thing that inviting and follow-ups, I think then it's out of the way, because I think it's not that even if you don't want to do them, it's just if you just keep pushing them off, it's going to be the last thing. And at 10 o'clock at night, you're like, I hate messaging people at night because I just feel, I'm like, no, it's 9 o'clock. Not tonight. Let's do it tomorrow. And that was another thing that Eddie Pinero said, was talking about like, you keep putting it off till tomorrow, whatever it is, you need to do it today and quit putting it off till tomorrow.
I love it. And you said act as if, and I heard so many coaches say this before, act as if you are leading a team of thousands, even if you only have one coach or no coaches. Act as if you're showing up on social media as though you have 1 million followers. Act as if you're showing up in your challenge groups as you have hundreds of challengers, even if you have one. Like act as if, because that day is going to come where you have hundreds and you're going to be prepared for it and you're going to be ready for it. And yes. I love it. So good. And then lastly, we'll finish up with this so we can get to work. Julie Boros said this like like 2 Saturdays ago. She said, what is your identity? Is it CEO or is it hobby? what's your identity, CEO or hobby? And she said, your identity has to shift before change happens. And I love that. She said, instead of like, I'm going to work out today, say, I work out. Like she's shifting her identity. And I think in this business, you have to, instead of saying like, you know, like I have a side hustle. I hate that. Do not say that. You have a freaking business. You're a CEO of your own business. You don't have a freaking little side hustle. You have a big empire like that is going to freaking bring in 6 figures and change your life if you want it to, right? So like changing that identity from CEO to hobby. And she said that change, the identity shift has to happen in order for things to change. And I love that. So Heather, how are you? I don't know if you can talk. Did you want to add anything or share how your January went? I'm celebrating you because you hit Success Club last month, which is amazing for the first time. And you're on the board with 2 points this month because what we do last month affects this month, right?
Yeah, and that seems to be what happened. I did something this last month or the end of last month that I haven't done in a long time, and that was I texted all of my recent orders or for the end of January that had like quarterly payments or 6-month payments. And I said, hey, I don't know if you're aware, but you're paying this much money and they've got this available and it could be, you could save it. You could get Shakeology for $20. And I had one girl that was going to do it the last day of the month and she pushed it to Friday because of her schedule. And then I had another one just show up on the 1st. So it just all kind of happened.
Awesome.
But yeah,
what you sent them?
Say that again.
Do you have what you sent them? Did you email them or put it in Messenger or?
I texted it to them.
Oh, I love that. Okay. Do you?
And some of them come back. I can send it to you guys and kind of give you like a summary or because I change it a little bit depending on what they have or what they ordered. And so I kind of just introduced myself and they might have been like from Roku or from random places where I've never talked to them before. And so I just took the opportunity to try to introduce myself and then just said, I noticed that your monthly payment went through or your quarterly payment just went through. And I just wanted you to know that this option's available if you want to save some money. Would that help you? Or would that help you financially? And so,
do you use any special text service or do you just use your regular phone, your regular number?
Because I just came up with doing this, I am just using my phone.
I love it.
So
love it.
as it grows and as I go beyond a month, because I figured I would just stick to all the orders that went through in January so that I could work with the people that were just had their orders go through or were getting ready to go through. I didn't want to blow my wad, I guess, all at once. And I kind of wanted to see what would happen and how many people would respond. And surprisingly, I only had like 2 or 3 respond to me. I had 2 or 3 that were landlines, and then the rest of them didn't say anything. I figured it was hit and miss. So if I got 20, hopefully, and that's kind of, I think it was about 18 to 20 that I sent text to, and I got 2 or 3 responses.
I love
which
that.
is about
like
right.
Touching base with them, like you're getting to know them. You can add them to your groups. Like if you never spoke to them before, I think it's like getting a brand new.
Yeah. So it was just kind of a different direction. And I just, Courtney and Samantha and Amy knows this about me. I mean, I have that same, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight for whatever my intentions are for that month. And Success Club was something that was a non-negotiable for me. And I hit it for 10 years straight. And I just didn't, it wasn't an option to not get Success Club. And there was one day It was the last day of the month and I was at a -2 and they finished with 6. And I was just not gonna, that doesn't mean that, Samantha, that you failed. I mean, you're getting started, you're learning, you're figuring out how your business works, you're figuring out how you speak to people, and you're you're failing forward in a sense of what works for you and how you speak to people and how they take your message. So don't kick yourself. You're learning. I didn't hit my first month. I hit it the second month, and you have that possibility and you are very capable. And I think you have this whole month and you're going to do it. You may surprise yourself and even get 10. So don't kick yourself.
And
Yeah.
as your upline and your sponsor coach, I do have to say for both of you ladies, like, I am the most proud that I have ever been with both of you in January. Like, serious, like, so proud of both of you. Like, you both did, like, you've grown so much in January, and it's just, I'm just couldn't be any more excited for you guys, seriously, and for the whole team. Love it. Okay, now that I'm crying like a baby, we need to take a picture and we need to get to work. I do have some invites. I have some follow-ups to do. I have my messenger that I need to clear out, right? Because I hate sending people those messages where I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm just responding to you. I feel like such a jerk. They're like, no, we get it, you're busy. And I'm like, yeah, but I hate that. I hate it. All right. Boomerang. Whew. I am getting a heck of a lot of no's or not right now when it comes to coaching. And I just got to say, I'm right there with you girls, like pushing, getting uncomfortable, doing things that I'm not used to. I'm making freaking reels about business. I am like, I am inviting like crazy to the business. And I'm like, I haven't sent out this many business invites in the longest time. And I'm getting so many like no's, or like I thought about it, but like, like just, but it's just like Success Club. You got to keep inviting them month after month after month until they're finally like watching you enough that they're like, okay, yes, sign me up, right? So I know all these people that I'm talking to right now and they're on the fence. It's going to come back like in February, March, and April, where they're like, okay, we get it. Like, we keep seeing you, we get it. Yeah, we'll join. Okay.
I also want to tell you, Amy, your energy and your spunk and your drive is motivating to me, and it helps me immensely. And just so you guys understand, I have not felt comfortable inviting probably for close to 2 years, and so I'm having to relearn how to build, how to invite to the business. I can talk to anybody about losing weight or nutrition, exercise, and that's something I'm comfortable with. But inviting to the business, it's scary to me. And I've been doing this for 15 years. So I don't want you guys to feel bad at all if you feel intimidated by jumping in and trying to send that invite, because I do too. And you get comfortable at some point, but when you get comfortable is when you get stagnant. You have to be uncomfortable to grow. So I just wanted to share that.
I love it. Continue to stay uncomfortable. Great. Embrace the uncomfort, the discomfort. All right. We're doing boomerangs. Let me see. That's a pretty color. That's not a pretty color. All right, I was just playing with my color. Oh, all right. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I was fast. You guys were slow. Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. That was good. Samantha, I love it. Just keep going like this, and eventually, like, I'm gonna get it. I freaking love it. All right, guys. What are your one thing real quick? What are you focusing on this week? Like, what are you're like, is like non-negotiable, Amy? I'm like going all out with this every freaking day this week. Courtney, I think you said inviting before your workouts. Check.
Yep.
Is that
Yes.
it? Courtney's inviting before her workouts every single day this week. We got you for that, Courtney.
All right.
Okay, Samantha.
So mine is posting about coaching, but I don't know how to invite to coaching yet because I don't have any like clients who are there, you know. So I was really just gonna invite to 4-week gut protocol and post about coaching because I've done so much about 4-week protocol in the last 4 weeks. If
Yeah.
you've watched me at any point, you know what I'm doing. Because I want to hit SC by the 10th. So
Yeah, you know how you can put a spin on it? Share the 4-week gut health protocol and then talk about the only reason why you continue to stick to this is because it's your business.
yes, that's a good thing.
Start just take your workouts, take your health and fitness, and then just like spin it like why how does this work with the business?
Okay.
I love it. Heather, what did you put? Did you drop in the chat?
I did. I just said I'm gonna work on inviting to the business.
I'm going to continue to work on inviting to the business every single day and make a few more reels. If I have the February folder, has, and Heather, I'll make sure it's in the boards. Are you in the boards app yet?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to get you hooked up with the boards app. So I put the February
Mhm.
folder in the boards app. In that folder, right, I have it's like all the posts for the challenge groups, and then it has I believe it has real ideas for challenge groups. It has the Instagram stories for challenge groups. And then it also has there's like it's a VIP, I think, is all about coaching. And it actually gives you Instagram reels, like a link to the Instagram reel. So I click on it, I save the reel into my saved thing so I can easily like find it. And then it tells you exactly what to put, like the wording. It's making like reels for this business like so I'm like, I can do that. Like I literally walked down my street today taping myself going like this. You'll see it, right? But I was like, this is easy, I can do this, right? Tell me what to do and I'll freaking do it. So these like, it tells you exactly like what reel to recreate. It has like the trending audio, it tells you what words to put on it, and I'm like, freaking genius, like thank you. So I'll make sure that you guys have that, but it's in the boards app under the coach bestie monthly things for February. So all right, ladies, I will send you over that boomerang. I love you. We're gonna make it a freaking awesome week. Go crush your invites, Courtney. Keep going, Samantha, with your coaching and your gut. Heather, invites to the business. Me, business. And I gotta get ready for this new coach mentorship that like should be full. We're gonna fill it up. No pressure. All right.
Freaking go February, right?
Let's freaking go February.
Yes,
Yes.
Ready? On the count of 3. Let's freaking go February. 1, 2, 3.
Let's freaking
Go
go
February.
February. We did not do that together.
Tried.
All right, guys.
We're not cheerleaders. It's okay.
Definitely not. Good night. Bye.
Night. Bye.